You may have noticed some of Tara Eastman's mural work around Jamestown, either in Brooklyn Square or at Rogers Elementary School. Her most recent work, however, occurred in a much different way. Cable 8's Katie Cummings explains and tells us more about the artist in tonight's Creative Connections.
Before, there was a window here made out of this plexi material they used to use for a pass-through window, and it wasn't very attractive, and it had gotten damaged. And so when they were repairing it and putting the plyboard up, they had asked if the council had asked me if I would do a mural on the plyboard to make it look much more pleasant. I chose the yellow and the green and some reds in there because I really thought they were great complementary colors. They popped really well on the board. But it's also very warm and inviting, and I think that that's something that'll draw people's attention, and they may actually take the time to read the whole thing.
With this mural, Tara drew a basic sketch on the plywood, but there is usually more extensive planning that goes into her pieces. However, when it comes down to where she starts, that's more free-flowing.
Isn't a tied down thing. Sometimes you're just like, oh, well, I need to work on this patch of grass over here, or, just pick a place and start.
Her foray into drawing started as a young girl, but really didn't develop until high school.
I grew up in Western Pennsylvania, and I grew up just drawing what was around me in nature and my family, and probably driving them a little bit nuts. But I had an art teacher in school ask me to do a mural for the school, and it was a very big project, and I was only in 10th grade at the time, and I did the project, spent my summer working away in my basement, and they were really pleased with the project.
While Tara's most recent work is a solo project, many of her other murals are a combined effort with other local artists.
The project that I worked on at Rogers Elementary School, that took from the end of June to the beginning of September, on and off throughout the summer, because it was up on a scaffold and just working with weather. It takes a lot more time to work on it, and I worked on that with a friend, Renee Pye, too, so that was a team effort.
If you think you wouldn't be able to do the kind of work Eastman puts in, she says the most satisfying part is proving to people that they can.
It's amazing how many kids will say, oh, I can't paint, or even adults that have had come and help. And you teach them a certain technique, or you say, oh, well, you can paint this fish, or you can paint this piece, and they're amazed at, if they just have that opportunity and the resources, what they're able to get out of the paintbrush.
In Jamestown with your Creative Connections, I'm Katie Cummings.